foremost, I'm gonna just say what's up. But I gotta dive right into it. You know, I see Mauricio, you know, got a lot to say about me not paying him $300,000 plus another $100K something for sanction fees, right? Then he gonna tell me I ain't even apologize. Like, who the fuck you think I am? Boy, you better slap your fucking self. Ain't paying your ass shit. Fuck you talking about pay you $300,000. What makes you so motherfucking better than any of the other sanctioned bodies? Huh? Answer that question. What makes you better than the WBO, the IBF, or the WBA? Everybody accepted what I was giving them. But you, the WBC, think that you better than everybody, don't you? So since you, the WBC, and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit. The fucking real belt is the green belt, which is free, motherfucker. What are you talking about? You want me to pay you more than the other sanctioned bodies because you feel like you better than them. How in the world all the sanctioned bodies agreed to the same amount, but you sit your motherfucking ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you? The fuck? You can take the fucking belt. It's a trophy anyway. The fuck am I paying you every time I step foot in the fucking ring?
And those are the words of Terence Bud Crawford. If you guys don't know, Mauricio Sulaiman has stripped the WBC belt at the 168 pound limit from Terence Crawford because he did not pay the 3%, which is $300,000 plus another $100,000 for some whatever, right? And that is what the former undisputed light middleweight champion had to say. And let me counterpunch. Yes, I've been saying that shit for the last 5-6 years about Mauricio and the shit that he does, and he doesn't have really true morals, and the only thing that motivates him is money. You know what I mean? It's all about money. All the Deontay Wilder era where Dillian White was there paying his sanctioning fees, being the interim champion, and not even getting his fair shake because Deontay had it, and Deontay, you know, I guess made more money than Dillian White or whatever, but it was favoritism because he was accustomed to getting a certain amount of money from Deontay. Then came Tyson Fury. Then, you know, a lot of those things happen where certain fighters couldn't get stripped if they did whatever, right? And now you're stripping Terence Crawford. But it's not because of mandatories. It's not because of something that he broke the rules of doing. It's because of a particular, hey, you didn't pay this, so you're not a part of our association anymore. And here's the thing about Mauricio. Mauricio is a businessman. I've always told you guys, the WBC stands for, as of now, we be crooks. Because they're crooked, they're corrupted, and every time he comes on some place and they start questioning him, he threatens to leave the interview. Like, who gives a fuck, bro? We're asking you, we're questioning you on why did you decide to do this particular thing instead of the right thing that you're supposed to be doing based on the rules that you're supposed to read or wrote or abide by, because his father actually created it. Jose Sulaiman, he created the WBC belt, which Muhammad Ali gladly represented, which made the belt the belt. Okay, so you might as well call it the Muhammad Ali belt, but it ain't the oldest belt. It ain't the most prestigious based on the shit they're doing to fighters like Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? So what does it really mean? Not a lot. And people like Terence Crawford are now speaking up and telling people like, yo, the WBC ain't shit. Don't really deal with them. You don't really have to abide by them. The WBC, have been ripping people off for years, pimping people and, peddling the way they've been doing. They've been doing that shit for years. Years. They've been doing that. And I'm glad finally someone is standing up in a position to say, you know what? Screw this belt. Screw you. And I don't have to apologize to you. And what does he need to apologize for? You know what I mean? It would be different if the WBC was like the IBF. Because the IBFC, they go by a certain set of rules based on everyone. Not some people's okay and they get an exception or they get a pass and others don't, like the WBC. Okay? They do things by the book because they make their rules a standard and they follow their rules as a standard. WBC doesn't do that. The WBC, they just want money just because you didn't pay. What the hell? Did they even ask him why he didn't pay? They just stripped him because they don't care about anything else but money. Okay? And I'm glad that Terence Crawford came out with it, and here's the thing. The Undisputed, it sounds good, it looks good and all this, that, and the other. But at the same time, the WBC, though, with them, I hope they crumble. I hope people stop paying them. And if everyone says, fuck the WBC, guess what'll happen? Nobody will pay. And guess what would happen to the WBC? They would crumble. You know what I mean? And they would shit themselves because they're like, oh my God, people have found out that we're actually crooks and we actually don't mean anything, but we're basically long sharks. But you guys tell me what you think of Terence Crawford ripping the WBC a new one. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.